What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart or if you're a cross watcher. Hello and welcome. Come on in and say hello. Like it, share it, subscribe it. If you're here during the live, thumbs up. Click the live chat button down below. So, I want to say thank you for the prayers and your support of what I do. Check out my other channels here on YouTube. Let's do a love reading. And thanks for those of you that are listening to the podcast out there. I totally appreciate you. So, finishing up the setup here. I think we're good to go. And, let's do some readings. So let's drop into the reading screen and turn the lights on it. And let's find out what's going on in your situation. What's going on in your situation? Let's see what's going on for my Leos in love. What's up? Tell me about your energy. Poker face. You ain't telling nobody ish. You ain't telling nobody what you got going on. Ready to take a chance, ready to take a leap of faith, but you're not showing anybody what you're doing. Showing them, telling them, nothing. You got poker face on here. You're like, ain't nobody got to know what I got going on. Moving on up, ascending. So you are in a period of expansion right now. You are preparing yourself for a new ascending. So you're transitioning. Some of you could have been, maybe you've been single for quite a while. Maybe you're going from another relationship and ready and preparing yourself for a new one. Look at that. Codependency could have been an issue. You may have had some sort of obsessive connection previously, controlling. You may have had some emotional blockages. But Cupid's arrow is right here, saying that it's time. Have faith. Love is on the way. Love is on the way. Love is... I can't get that song. Love is on the way. Love is... That's a song. I can't get the song. I don't know. I haven't had enough coffee yet to start. I'm not alert and awake enough, I guess, to clear that. Love is on the way. Love will find a way. That's important for somebody. So I don't know if you know that song, if you've written that song, love is on the way or love will find a way. Okay, so there's the Tower moment. This could be an epiphany. This could be all of a sudden something happening, something in Scorpio season, which is on the way in. Okay. So something definitely needed to be something that you truly did love, care about. Maybe you were in a codependent or addictive connection. Okay, maybe there was some addiction or some obsession. There was a connection previous. And I don't know how long ago. Okay, Tarot was timeless. It's going to show up what it shows up when it shows up. But it could have been a Scorpio. The energy here is that you didn't want it to fall apart. You didn't. Not with this Tower. This Tower shows me that there was desperation here. You really loved this person and you tried to hold it together. You tried to keep things together. Regardless, it didn't work out. There wasn't equal effort on both sides. Somebody wasn't participating. Okay. So I feel like you have gone through this. It's basically like the Tower had to fall. Regardless of what or whom it was or what was happening there. It was like the best thing was for the Tower to fall. You were trying to hold it together and you weren't getting any cooperation from another person. The energy was coming from your side, suggesting that you were trying to keep it together. And although that is commendable and I'm proud of you for trying. Sometimes the hardest epiphany we have to have, the wake up call, is to realize when there's no effort coming from another person, and when to back up and release and let the tower fall. And that's hard. That's hard to say. I'm having a hard time saying it because it's a hard realization. It's one of those internal realizations that say, no matter what, you can't do it all. You can't hold it all together. So I believe this is what was necessary for your transition. So again, I don't know if you're going through this now, or if this was previous, or if this is upcoming. So everybody's on a different journey. We're all on different timelines. You know what I'm saying? So it's the backing off and realizing that you just can't do it all yourself. That we have the hardest part. We have that hardest hit, that wake up call. And I believe that's what, and it doesn't feel good. The Nine of Cups is here in reverse. Like, hey, the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. There's no emotional support. There's no emotional fulfillment. In more of a spiritual sense, this is no longer a wish come true or a dream come true. This is no longer something that you desire. And it's backing up and hands off of the situation, allowing the tower to burn. That really, I mean, you could have been dealing with somebody with an addiction, or you could have had an obsession for somebody, or you were obsessed with trying to hold it all together or hold yourself together during a transitional period, because sometimes we do that too. It's like, maybe it's been depression. Maybe you just haven't been feeling great. Maybe you've been feeling lonely, lost, and alone, and we all get there. This is quite heavy reading, but I do see that we're going to be transitioning to new energy, because I feel like a lot of you have let the tower fall, and the dust is settling currently, or it already has. But it's depending on how long you've been with somebody and what has happened in connection, it could take a while for the dust to settle on something. So there's no rush to actually try to get back in a connection. It's like, just let it settle. Let the universe help you out. You know what I mean? When the universe pulls you apart from someone, or that's another hard thing too. It's just like hard realizations happening here. It's like when the universe pulls you and another person apart, it's redirection, and it's for your protection. Okay, it's for your best and highest good, but we don't want to see it at that time. So when the dust starts settling on a tower moment, when there's been a breakup or something happen, after that dust starts to settle, basically poof, dust is in the air, everything blows up, everything, gets screwed up. And then the dust starts to settle. And then as that cloud starts to settle down, we have more clarity after the fact. We have to go through that moment where we realize nothing is changing, nothing is improving. They're not working on it. They're not helping me hold the tower. They're not helping me repair the towers, build the towers. They're not even showing up. And there's no emotional satisfaction, and there's no joy left in this. There's no harmony. There's no happiness in this, emotionally speaking. So why would you try and hold a tower together with someone that's not actively cooperating or trying to participate in a connection with you? I mean, why do we do that? Because we love people. We're ding dongs. We love people, and we try way too hard sometimes, but that is what it is. So moving forward, I see that it's a hard realization. It's just not going to work out. It wasn't. You could have been dealing with somebody who was deceptive. They may have had a poker face. There may have been some mind games in that too, but we're going to move on to Ascending and Cupid's Arrow. What is this? There's the Nine of Cups. Hello, Nine of Cups that I've been missing. Hello, wish fulfillment. Hello, satisfaction and self-love. Yeah. Hello, intuition. I'm following my intuition to get my wish fulfillment. I'm listening to myself. I'm feeling the feels. What's up, Robin? How are you doing? Yeah, it's moving. So you've got choices coming in here. So there's a decision that you're making. You may have a couple decisions to make here. Mm-hmm. Speaking your truth. You're not saying anything. So you are poker face. You are poker face. You are ready to move on to love. You're ready for a new beginning in love. You're preparing yourself that. You're expanding into that, doing self-love and listening to your intuition that's guiding you. You're like, do you know what? I'm just going to let the universe. You're just like, you're in the flow. You're letting the universe guide you. Hey, everybody in the shadows. What's up? Good morning. Or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. So decision being made not to go back to a past person. Letting the tower fall, are we? Okay. There's the tower in reverse. Letting the tower fall. And the death card, which was in reverse, is now in the upright. So there's a decision here, and you're making the decision to go no contact on somebody or to cut someone out of your life that that didn't blend with you. So the funny thing is behind you in this decision, you're actively making these decisions currently. So my readings typically go out 3 months on either side of the time of the reading. So this is something that you've been working through over the last couple months, or you're going to be over the next couple months, okay? So this is a decision you're putting behind you in the near future, if you haven't already, and it's fully finishing up a cycle of transition after a tower moment, okay? Whatever that tower moment or whomever that tower moment was, right? Woo! And it ain't been easy. And it may not have been an easy choice, but it's kind of like you're keeping it to yourself. You're not telling anybody. But there's a frustration here within the energy that says it was a frustrating decision. Okay, let me ask you a question. Because I got a question to ask. Here's a question I want to ask you. Why is it so fucking hard to choose between happiness and not happiness? Are you scared of being alone? Are you afraid of being alone? Do you know not what will make you happy by yourself? I have a feeling that some of you have been afraid of the unknown. And that's okay. We get there. I'm just playing a little bit, but I'm not. But I am. But I can't help it. I got Scorpio energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces energy. Scorpio, real strong with Tower and Death. So I believe you have been going through a major transition. Your intuition is speaking loudly to you, and it's telling you to focus on your own happiness. That is the center of the reading here. And a lot of us don't want to listen to that. We know we're better off on our own. We know sometimes we don't want to be alone. Sometimes we are afraid of being lonely, lost, and alone. And we hold those towers together just because it's something to hold on to. Even though it's crumbling, falling apart, blowing up, and there's nothing there. Puff, smoke, Smoke and mirrors, bullshit. But we try and hold ourselves to something because at least something is nothing. No, at least something is not nothing. Yeah. My God. So, getting in tune with self, being quiet, and being okay with the unknown is like you're making friends with the unknown. And that's okay. You're making a connection with your inner being. And that's a big deal. It's like your intuition is guiding you the strongest to be happy on your own and leave this behind. Because, I've got the Tower and the Death reverse, and I got the Tower reverse and the Death. So it's reversed over here. But I got a Six of Cups in reverse. This could have been somebody that you had a lot of history with. This could be somebody that you continually tried to, you had a lot of history with. Maybe you grew up with this person, had children with this person. Realizing that that connection wasn't mutual sucks, but you've done it, or you will be doing it, and that's part of your decision. I feel like most of you have already put it behind you, or will be putting it behind you very soon. And it's like, I'd rather be happy and alone than to be trying to hold it all together without another person, or without their help. And that is realization had understood. Some of you may have been wanting to reconcile with this person, make things work with this person. Some of you wanted to resurrect things with this person. Yeah. You're saying that that's over. I'm not going back to this past person. Now, it could also simply say, and Fred is like, take it up a notch. So I'm taking it up to the spiritual level again. And I'm saying, on a spiritual level, this could simply be that this was a soul bond. And we come to the realization that this soul bond wasn't reciprocated. They didn't accept it. That's a hard hit, in our solar plexus, in our gut, in our solar plexus, in our heart space, and the last place that we want to deal with that is in our mind. And that's the part that's the problem here. You don't want to realize it. You may feel they're a soul bond. You may think they're a soul bond. You may have labeled this connection, but they didn't reciprocate. And I gotta say, that's why I tell people, I went from being twin flame coach, twin flame, everything. That's how I got started on YouTube years ago. I consider myself a divine feminine, or I did. Now I am a twin flame. I am a twin flame. I'm whole and complete within myself. It's not about anybody else other than myself. So along my journey, I've been teaching people the same thing. And I finally got to the point where it doesn't matter what the label is. What matters is how someone treats you. And that is realization here, from corner to corner. It doesn't matter whether or not they're a soulmate. What matters is how they show up. Are they showing up? Have they shown up? Are they cooperating? Are they efforting? Are they imparting emotion into the connection? Are they participating in any way, shape, or form that fulfills you? No, because you have gotten to the point, or you will be getting to the point of, I'd rather be by myself, in the flow, in the silence, not knowing what's coming, than dealing with this struggle of trying to hold whatever the fuck this is together. It's not worth my time or effort. No, it's not. Because you can have more fun on your own. You have so many people hold things like this together because, this is my twin flame, this is my soulmate. But I don't care what you feel about them. What you need to see is how they're treating you. What you need to realize is how you're benefiting from the connection. Okay? A lot of these connections tend to be teaching connections. They're teaching you how to love and respect yourself. So this could have been a connection, simply put, that taught you what true emotional satisfaction is. Taught you how to be alone and happy on your own, because most of the time you probably were. And self-love. I love myself more than dealing with whatever this tower is. There's nothing there. Smoke and mirrors. It's gone. It's nothing. It's crumbling. It's falling apart. There's nothing there. There's no effort. So why do I put all my energy in holding this together when they're not even fucking trying? And the tricky part is being okay with it. The tricky part is getting your mind to understand that those tower moments are meant for you Those are redirections that the universe has for you. If somebody leaves you, if somebody ghosts you, if you've broken up, if things just weren't working out, that mature understanding happens inside self, inside mind, that says, I'm content and happy. I'm good on my own. My mind isn't okay with it. I'm struggling with it. But if I can just get myself to understand that this happened for me, not to me. This happened for me, not to me. This happened for me, not to me. Because I see you turning your back to this. Most of you are going to go no contact or have words with this person if you haven't already, and it's going to be done. Done. You're going to leave it uncovered, untouched. You're going to leave it alone. And I want to find out a little bit more about this happiness and wish fulfillment right here, because I see you preparing yourself for love. Now, is this self-love and being happy? God, it's like, bridge this for me, Fred, because Robin says I've always got Fred. Yeah, we do. We always got Fred. Fred, for those of you that don't know, is universe spirit. That's what my tribe decided to, the flock, I should say, get feathered, voted to call universe spirit. You know, Fred, it's got a nice touch to it. It makes it personable. Touch it. Bridge it. Okay. Some of you, you may have a decision between a fire sign and a water sign. There are some of you that have been fighting within self, like self-love, like you're an overgiver, you are a people pleaser, and you lack confidence, and you've been fighting that. Okay, could have been depression or sadness, or just a general long-standing sense of malaise and frustration, or holding resentment and grudges. Some of you could have been dealing with somebody who was grudgy and resentful and emotionally void, and use your emotions against you. That sucks. Yeah, I see you standing on your own. Very strong. So it doesn't feel good when we find out that someone doesn't feel the same way about us. They're not participating in the same way. Again, some of you may have realized that you were dealing with somebody who was a twin flame or a soulmate. Let's just say a soulmate that didn't want to participate in the connection. They chose not to participate in the connection. They chose not to be. You may have been feeling like, you may have felt like this person wasn't sincere. They weren't emotionally available. They were emotionally void. I keep getting emotionally void, like they're dead inside. Ooh, you can't fight that. You can try and hold somebody together. They may have had addictions. You may have been obsessed with them, or obsessed with holding it together and trying to work things out. But it's like self-love and happiness is at the core here. 9 of Cups is out again. And you're choosing here, like your intuition is drawing you to be by yourself and to be happy on your own rather than dealing with this. Why? Because the universe knows that you have wish fulfillment coming, and the universe knows that this isn't a true desire of yours any longer. A lot of times we don't realize that we hold on to connections far, far, far past expiration date because we feel like we have to, or because we love someone. But true love comes from within. Now, this is just something I've learned along my trail, along my journey in life, and I hope that maybe some of you can use this, because this is what I'm getting from this. True love starts within self. Always within self. True change is within self. All things start with self. And when we truly love ourselves, we can sit back and say, this is not for me. This doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't make me happy. There's no fulfillment in this for me. It's not working out for me because I'm not happy here. So it starts within self, and we say, that mature part of us says, I love this person, but it is definitely not working out for us. And instead of trying to continue to hold it together, I want to release this person so we both can have a chance at being happy, because they're not efforting because they're not happy. They're not efforting because this isn't what they want. If they did, it would be easy. We wouldn't be fighting each other. There was resistance here. If they wanted to be with me, they would show up for me. If they wanted to be with me, they would participate, and everything would be easy. I wouldn't be struggling to hold it together or hold myself together. Right? So that mature reality sets in when we finally follow our intuition and we say, enough is enough. I've had enough here. I love myself, and this is it's time to actually put this to rest, lay this to rest, and not deal with this anymore, not struggle with it or fight with it anymore. And as soon as you do things like that, it's freedom from repression and stress. It's amazing when you can finally make that decision for self-love, like, I got to do this because I'm not happy here. Yes, I love this person, but it ain't working. I ain't happy here. When you realize that a person isn't interested in the emotions, they're not wanting to participate, or it's going against you to the point where you're trying to struggle to hold it all together, and they're not helping you at all. Not even one brick. Nah. You're the one wanting the relationship, and you're holding it together. They're not showing up. They're not addressing it. They're not helping out. That's self-love, and it's a big decision that has to be made for self-love when we have to sit there and go, yeah, I do love this person. I really wish things would have worked out, but what a shame. But apparently we don't want the same things, or it would be easy. It would be easier for sure. I would have some sort of participation. I'm not getting any participation. So retracting your love, that's the best thing to do here, and going silent. It looks like a lot of you are going no contact on this person. Some of you may have been put in third-party situations. Yeah. It's like, what? Do you resent this person? Do you hate this person? Are you angry about this person not loving you? Address that within self so that you can improve and move forward in a very light-hearted way, because it's all about loving self and being happy again. And it's almost as if everything changes as soon as this decision is made, truly made. Yeah, there's been a struggle here, so much frustration and struggle. As soon as you put a block on this or you release this person, everything changes. I knew it. The fucking Wheel of Fortune. I knew it. Everything changes. Once you stop giving to this person and you stop fighting it, it's almost as if your energy is fighting letting go of this, because you're trying to hold it together. It's way past expiration, dude. You know what I'm saying? I got fire, water, I got Gemini, Scorpio major, Pisces, I've got air, I've got Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. The Wheel of Fortune is on this. Look at that. As soon as you stop giving to this, the Knight of Coins in reverse, as soon as you retract your energy and you stop giving to this in the 3D, and you put up a block, or you realize that it's nothing but frustration, or it going nowhere is nothing but frustration. It's like that realization. That's all about realization, tower moments. This could be internal. There could have been a breakup. There could have been many towers. There's towers on this twice, but corner to corner, tower to tower, its realization is had and ending is here. You may have not wanted it to end. You may have tried to keep it all together over and over, whatever. It's like it's been gone. It's not changing. Nothing is changing. Nothing is moving. Nothing is changing. Time and time again, I fight for this, but nothing changes. Nothing moves. When you realize that, that's part of the decision. Decision. It's active decision. It's being made currently, or it will be being made. When you retract that energy and you put up a block to this person, and that's energetic, basically like, no more. We're not doing this anymore. I'm not vulnerable to this anymore. Boom. Wheel of Fortune. That's when everything changes for you. That's when your energy turns on a dime. And this would have been over a long period of time with this Wheel of Fortune. Like, you've been waiting for change for a long time, baby. Holding it together, trying to change. Again, this could have been a person, or it could have been you that's been just trying to hold your shit together while you were going through some sort of spiritual ascension, spiritual awakening. You know, all those towers, all those awakenings, all that time alone. It feels like depression. Nothing is improving. Nothing is working. And we just kind of cycle through that. That's pretty much what a dark night of the soul is, or what spiritual ascension is, or awakenings are, right? Whew. It's like cracking a whip. It hurts. It's painful. It's painful, you know, but we're driven by spirit. Our inner being is guiding us through these things for our best and highest good. That's what I got for you today, because everything is about to change for you. You will be feeling so much better after this happens. Like, if you've been going through a dark night of soul, if you've been going through this tedious relationship, trying to hold it together no matter what, it looks like things are going to be alleviating for you very soon, to the point where you're just like, you're at peace. You are okay with the unknown. You're besties with the unknown. Your intuition is on point. You're feeling better. You're in the flow with the universe and your intuition, your inner being. There's a calm about you, and there's a happiness flow. And it's like, it's an emotional bliss, truly, because what you've gone through has been hell. Towers and deaths, corner to corner. It's been hell. It's been a struggle. It's been difficult, and it could have simply been multiple towers, dark night of the soul, or spiritual awakening, whatever you call it. It ain't easy, but at the core of it is your intuition is on point, and you're connected, you're listening, you're in the flow, and you're at peace with the unknown. And I'm not even going to pull cards on what the unknown is, because there's a lot of you that have been going through this for a long time. Like, you may have had multiple relationships like this. You may have been going through a heavy period of depression or dark night of the soul, when you're just like, no, I'm awake and I'm aware and I'm getting things done, and but something, like, things aren't working. Nothing is happening. Things just keep falling apart. And it's like self-love. Your intuition has been guiding you to love yourself and to be happy on your own, and to love yourself, and to know what wish fulfillment is, and to know what true emotional satisfaction is by yourself on your own. And when you get to that point, it's easy to make decisions. When you get to the point where you're good on your own, and you're content and happy on your own, and you know how to fulfill your own cups, and you know you have hobbies, you exercise, you eat well, you take care of yourself, and it's like, then things start changing. That's when things start changing. And it's easy. Because when you love yourself, it's easy to make decisions that get you away from people like this, that don't effort for you. Don't even try. They don't try. They just take, or they're self-indulgent and it's one-sided. Whew. Now it could have been you that was one-sided, trying to hold shit together because of your ego. Well, ego death is painful, but it's all part of ascension. It's all part of growth and awakening. And I think a lot of you have gone through some pretty heavy times. I see it lightening up very soon, if not already. Man, your confidence, sometimes we're people pleasers and sometimes we don't have confidence, and sometimes we struggle with those egos that just say, I got to have this. This is my person. I got to have this, my person. And then we finally get to the point of peace and understanding within self. And we're just like, this isn't happy. This isn't fun for me. I'm not enjoying this. This isn't the relationship I want. What am I doing with myself? That's when you retract your physical attention, your 3D attention, your pentacles, your effort, and your love. And you stop people pleasing. And your ego says, what the hell was I doing there? What a shame. I spent so much time doing that. Well, maybe I should have a conversation about my ego and get it in check, because that's not really what I want. That's not happiness. That's definitely not my ultimate wish fulfillment. No. You get a grip. You get a handle on yourself and things start improving because it's time. And a lot of you are like, when? It's all in divine time. Each one of you are on a different timeline. Some of you are in this connection. Some of you are dealing with this. Some of you are on the other side of it and you're about to see your blessings, or you're seeing your blessings now. Cupid's arrows and ascending. There's options and opportunities coming in here from you, from the universe, because this was a universal spiritual message for you today. It was a message from Spirit today. From your intuition, probably. Your intuition is like, let me tell you something. Let's get this shit right this next time, because I'm done with the towers, all right? I'm done with the devils and the deaths and I'm tired of the 9 cups reverse. We need to learn how to see that something isn't working for us faster, and we need to be able to put an end to it faster instead of dragging it out because we're a people pleaser or because our ego says, no, but I want this. This is mine. Look, I'm just telling you how it is. Your intuition, your inner being is giving you a message today. I hope you got it. I hope it helps. And like, share, subscribe, join the tribe, and I'll see y'all on some of my other channels real soon. Thanks for listening. Namaste.